The human outpost on Kepler Ridge was never meant to shelter anyone for long. It was a temporary mining station, cold, metallic, and lonely. Commander Elias Rowan knew that better than anyone. After losing his crew in a reactor collapse, he lived there alone, waiting for reassignment that never came. That night, a storm howled outside the steel walls, shrieking like a wounded beast. Elias was halfway through a maintenance check when the proximity alarm chirped. No ships were scheduled, no visitors expected. He opened the outer hatch with a plasma cutter ready. Standing there was an alien female, thin and shaking, her skin a pale silver blue. Two small children clung to her legs, their large eyes glowing faintly in the dark. They were Aurelian refugees, a species recently declared unprotected by the Galactic Council, which meant no one would come looking for them. "Please," the woman whispered in broken trade common. "Just one night. My children are freezing." Elias hesitated. Harboring refugees meant fines, prison, or worse. The Council did not tolerate kindness when profit was at stake. He stepped aside. Inside, the woman wrapped the children in spare thermal blankets. Elias activated the heater, watching the power meter dip into the red. Resources were already scarce. When the children finally slept, curled together like kittens, the alien mother stood awkwardly, her eyes lowered. "If I warm your bed, will you let us remain?" she said quietly. "I will do anything." Elias stiffened. Anger flashed across his face, not at her, but at a galaxy cruel enough to force such words from a mother. "No," he said firmly. "You will stay because no one deserves to beg to live." The woman looked up, stunned. Her eyes shimmered, not from bioluminescence, but tears. That night, everything changed. The station lost power during the storm. The heater failed. The temperature dropped fast. Elias worked through the dark, hands numb, breath fogging the air. When the reactor finally stabilized, he collapsed against the wall. He woke up hours later, wrapped in warmth. The alien mother sat beside him, her body radiating heat far beyond human norms. The children were pressed against her, sleeping peacefully. She had moved them all into the warmest corner of the station and used her own body to shield them. "You were cold," she said softly. "I did not know how else to help." Elias stared at her, realization sinking in. Aurelians were living thermal generators, a trait exploited for centuries in industrial labor camps. No wonder the Council had abandoned them when machines became cheaper. From that moment, Elias made a decision. He falsified station logs. He shared rations. He taught the children human words and games. In return, the station thrived. Power stabilized. Crops grew in the hydro bays faster than ever. The outpost became alive again. Months later, a Council patrol arrived, responding to unusual energy readings. They found something unexpected. A human commander standing calmly beside an Aurelian family. A station producing surplus energy. And a log of evidence showing how the Council had knowingly condemned an entire species to extinction. The transmission Elias sent that day spread across human space. "You taught us that survival is earned through strength," it said. "Humanity disagrees. Survival is protected by compassion." The Council backed down under pressure they did not anticipate. The Aurelians were granted sanctuary worlds. Elias resigned his commission. He stayed on Kepler Ridge. Years later, when asked why he risked everything for strangers, Elias always gave the same answer. "Because a mother once asked to warm my bed just to keep her children alive, and no human worth the name would ever accept that price."